Is because if you're ever heartbroken or upset or you're really worried or stressed, you might dream about the problem. So I do that consciously. If I have a problem in my life or something I have to worry about or be concerned about, I'll try and make sure I dream about it. And then in the dream, I know I'm in a dream. And it's basically dedicating time of my life, dedicating the time I was sleeping to solving a problem or dealing with a problem. How many times, how many amazing songs have been written in a dream? Or how many scientific discoveries were from dreams? Loads of, look it up. Look up discoveries from dreams. The number of scientists who woke up and go, bang, it came to me in my sleep, it came to me in my dream, because you're obsessed with a problem and your mind works it out at rest. So the key to lucid dreaming is this. You have to try and remember your last thought before you fall asleep. And I know that sounds easy, but think about last night when you went to sleep. Your eyes were closed. You were thinking of this, then you were thinking of this, then you were thinking of this, and then you were half awake because you kind of heard a noise and you felt the covers on you, but you weren't asleep, but you weren't awake. But what were you thinking of? Kind of nothing. You have to remember the exact last thought you had before you went to sleep. And it's harder to do than you think, because when you start doing that, you start turning your brain on to focus, and then you can't fucking sleep. So you have to do it like Zen. You have to just Zen go, I'm going to sleep, but I'm going to keep track. Right now I'm thinking of this dumb shit. Okay, now I'm thinking of that dumb shit. And sequentially in order, remember all the things you're thinking about until you remember the last thing you thought about before you went to sleep. When I started learning how to do that, there on out, about 70% of the times I would dream, it would be lucid. And I genuinely, even to this day, I'll be in a dream doing whatever. And I'll lift up a cat and go, that has no weight. This is a dream. Okay, this is a dream. So I'll just float through this wall quickly. Where's Tristan? Or fucking me go on the computer. And I'll just control it for like 2 minutes. It's weird. But it happens by remembering what you're thinking about before you fall asleep. And if you actually genuinely think about that task and think about, now when you go to sleep, you'll be trying to do it. And you'll realize, I'm thinking a bunch of bullshit, or I'm thinking of a memory, or I'm half remembering something. That your mind kind of falls apart a little bit as you fall asleep. If you can keep track of it, you can control your dreams. And for me, if I ever have a genuine real issue, I can literally say, I'll deal with it. I'll think about that later when I'm sleeping. I know it sounds stupid, but it's true. Also, I would also accredit it, and there's absolutely no scientific proof of this whatsoever, and everyone can call me crazy if they want. I would accredit it to my success when I was kickboxing. I believe that if my brain synapse is firing, it must have, for X action, it must have a positive reflection on that action. If my X synapse, the synapse in my brain is firing to slip a jab in a particular way, and my brain is firing, even if my body isn't moving, but my 8,000 subs, and I'm now at 614 on Rumble in less than a month.
Said, acquaintances are shown when you're successful, brothers are shown when your success is challenged. Yeah. And that's what happened with Andrew. A lot of these people try to come after him. People that had done collabs with him in the past were kind of trying to turn their back and talk shit and say, oh, maybe he is a Muslim, and all this other bullshit. And that's when we came together even more.
Brother, you don't know. We have billions of dollars inside the war room. Like, it's a real thing. It's absolutely not underestimated. And anyone who's out here who thinks they're going to be a lone wolf or survives a lone wolf is incorrect. You need to find friends. You need to find friends you can count on and you can rely on. And that's the reason the war room is so competitive. You have to get in and you have to prove yourself. I ain't letting no fucking idiot stay in my organization.
Since the beginning of time, they punished it to a ridiculous degree.
It was the #1 crime.
Yeah.
It was the #1. They would torture you worse for treachery than anything else because you can't defend against it.
Yeah.
You get stabbed from behind by your boy, they're going to fucking set your ass on fire, man.
Yeah. And to this day, even in the modern world, it definitely is that #1, common sense is not common.
Yeah.
Right? That's a big one. And then #2, most people are destined to fail, and they're just going to fail just because you can't save them. Right now, we got about 45,000 people watching. I'll be honest, maybe 1% of you guys are actually going to take this advice, apply it, and become a fucking somebody. Most of you are going to watch this shit, whack off, not take it serious, and just continue going on with your life.